Hi everyone, my name is Luchis. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's class, I'm going to be teaching us the Vicky James sleeve, pleated sleeve at the hem with flounce at the shoulder tip. Okay, so but before we proceed, we've already drafted our basic sleeve pattern. So if you don't know how to draft this sleeve pattern, you may want to check on our YouTube channel because the video is there on how to draft a perfect basic sleeve. Okay, so I'll just go straight to the point, but before I do that, please guys help me subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this video, click on the notification bell for more updates. Okay, so now to achieve the pleats down, okay, I already started working on this, but I had to, for you guys sake, I had to replace it. Okay, so what you need to do is, this is our hem. Let me get the center of this, the 7.5, which is here. Okay, so this is our center line. So on this center line, I'm going to be coming up with 6 inches. So this 6 inches depends on the length you want your style line to start from. Okay, so you can do 6.5, but don't make it too long. It's actually your desired choice. Okay, so when I've marked 6.5 on the side seams, I came in with 1 inch on both sides. So the essence of this is to allow ease around your seam lines. Okay, so if you look closely, I've drawn a line from that point to this point and from that point to this point. So we're going to be cutting this measurement out right now. Okay, so I'll cut this offline and then we'll go and proceed to the slashing method. And then you can pause. Okay, so I've gone ahead to cut the design out. We're going to be slashing and spreading on this, and then I'll keep this aside and cut out. After I've cut out my sleeve pattern, I'll keep this because we're going to be attaching this back here. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is draw our slash lines. Now if you look at that sleeve closely, you notice that the pleats are more. Okay, but so because the pleats are more, we cannot risk slashing with 1 inch, because when we slash with 1 inch, we might just have like 2 or 3 slash lines, and those 2 or 3 slash lines will do little or nothing for us. Okay, so we're going to be slashing this with 1/2 inch starting from our center line, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, continuously like that till we don't have more to slash. Okay, so this is 1/2 inch. Okay, so we'll mark the same 1/2 inch on all these other parts. Okay, 1/2 inch. So we're going to be using a square ruler. So I'll use my pattern master, place it on this line, flat on this line, and I'm going to be drawing all the slash lines accordingly. Okay, so after drawing the slash lines, I'll cut them out and I'll show us. Madam, pause. Okay guys, I've gone ahead to mark out my slash lines. I decided not to use this last one because it's going to be really small. Okay, so I think in the whole I have like 9 slash lines, meaning that I'm going to be having 9 pleats. Okay, I'm going to be having 9 pleats. Now another method to achieving this is the draping method. You can use this as your base and then drape on it. That way you have as much pleats as you want. Okay, but for this class we're going to be doing the slash and spread method. Okay, okay, so now that I'm done, I'll go ahead to open up my pleats. Okay, so I will decide how much I want to pleat on this. Okay, so first and foremost, I need to hold my pattern down. Okay, so let's say here, and then I'll start opening. So I'll start from the center line. I'll open. So I want to spread this with 1 inch each, or no, let's say 1.5 inches, so that when I close I'll be having at least 3/4. Okay, so this is 1.5 inches. I'll keep down, so from here to here should be 1.5 inches. Okay, so because they are small, I just need tiny tips. Okay, 1.5 inches. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead to open up, or to spread with, so for the last two I had to spread with 1 inch, but every other one I spread with 1.5 inches. Okay, so you can decide to close and trace, but you know, I don't think is necessary here. Yes, so I'll go ahead to cut this and use it to cut my lining. So after cutting, I will have to slash in between. Okay, so for this part, all I just need to do is blend. Okay, I'll blend. So I'll go ahead to cut and show us what it looks like. Okay guys, so this is what I have after my slashing and spreading. I will use this to go ahead to cut my lining. Then after cutting my lining, I will have to also notch all those areas I'm going to pleat, so that at the end of the day, all I need to do is pleat back. Okay, so I'll just be pleating this to show you how it will come out. So you're going to be having this fullness. So don't forget that you have to turn this thing with your lining. Okay, you have to turn it with your lining before you start this pleating. So this is what you're going to be having as we pleat along the lines. Okay, so just allow it to relax. So you see, we still have our sharp edge where we'll be attaching this to. So what I did for my own is this, because sometimes when you turn with your lining, it's always very difficult to identify your slashed line, right? So what I did on mine was I went ahead to pleat first, right, on the fabric. Then I proceeded to ironing it to flatten it so that I can have those lines on them when I'm when I'm after turning my lining and I'm ready to, you know, pleat. Okay, so yeah, so the thing is, you want to have this effect, right, this flare effect. So if you pleat and turn with lining, it will not flare, it it will not flare at all. So what you want to do is turn with your lining. So for me to turn with my lining, I knew that my notched lines will disappear, so I proceeded to ironing it this way. That way these lines will still be visible when I want to pleat. So after ironing, I now opened it, spread it open, turned with my lining, and then use the same things to pleat on the lining. So if you have any excess on your line, you can easily trim it out, and then go ahead to, you know, join it, attach it back to your sleeve. Okay, so all you just need to do is attach it from down this way, and then you have this. So when you finish, this excess you have here will just, you know, be on its own. Okay, so you can check the my own video how I did mine. You see the dress at the end of this video. I hope this was very helpful. The next thing we want to do is the flounce. Though on my own dress I didn't put any flounce, but I'm going to be teaching us how to draft the flounce. Pause. Hi guys, so okay, to draft your flounce you need a straight line. In fact, how to achieve a perfect flounce is you find the center of your pattern. So let's say this is the center of my pattern. Sorry, I have to use I have to get another paper. Okay, I'll just hold it down. So all you just need to do is measure the length of your, or if you're using your fabric, measure the length of your fabric and get the center. So this is the center of this paper right now. Okay, now I'm also going to measure the length of it from the length and the width. So just get the center of both. So the length, if it's 20, divide by 2, whatever you get. If it's the width, whatever you have, divide by 2. So I'm just assuming that this is my center, because this paper is not full, is not long enough. Okay, so when you've done that, mark 3 inches here, mark 3 inches here, as well as 3 inches here and here. Okay, so we're going to be connecting these 3 inches lines together. So I don't know, I don't have is it a protractor or what? Okay, so I'll just use my hand, compass. Yeah, I think it's compass. Okay, so I'll just use my hand to connect these lines together like this. Okay, so when you've done that, start from here. Okay, now we're about to mark what's it called, the length of our flounce. If you want your flounce to be 5 inches, it's your choice. Okay, so you want to mark 5 inches. You can also start from here, any points at all. 5 inches, 5 inches. Okay, so you keep marking 5 inches. Okay, so let's not do 5 inches because I want us to go round and round again. So let's assume that our 5 inches is here. Okay, this is 2.5. Our 5 inches is here, so we're marking it like this. Okay, so that I can explain it very well to us. 5 inches, 5 inches. Okay, and yeah, so the next thing I want to do, I'll connect round, because we have to keep going round and round. Okay, so now from this part, you know that we stopped this line here. Okay, so either with this or with this, do you understand? So I can use this to connect to this line here. Okay, or I can use this one, but you're just going to use one. So from that point, I'll be connecting all the points together, so in a circular way, as the name is called flounce, right? That's how you follow the measurement. So just keep going round and round and round and round. So when we get here, I'll continue measuring my 5 inches or 2.5, you know, continuously like that. That's how you keep doing it till you consume, or till you get the circumference of what you're looking for. Okay, so sorry, till you get the circumference of what you're looking for. Okay, so where did I stop? So you just continue connecting. Just continue connecting the line like this, so, and like this. So you continue. How do you now know your circumference? So your circumference depends on how full, but for me, just use the entire paper or your entire fabric, because most times when you want to cut, you have to fold your fabric into 4. That way you can have lining to turn. So one will serve as the lining and the other one will serve as the fabric, because there's no hiding. Because of the shape of the flounce, the front and back always show. So you fold your fabric into 4 and then you divide the line into 4, like into 2 like this. Okay, and mark 3 inches. When you mark 3 inches, connect, and then you start going in a spiral shape till you consume the fabric. So let's say this is the end of our fabric, so I'm going to be stopping there. So now I'm going to show us how to cut this paper out. Okay, we're not cutting this one offline. So we'll start like this in the same circular form. Keep going around till we get to the end. Okay, so the reason I asked you to cut everything is because you will need your lining, and then it's better you have excess when you're okay, better you have excess than you have shortage. Okay, so so when I get here, I'll cut out. Okay, so at the end of the day, you're gonna have your spiral flounce shape. Okay, so this one. Okay, so if you remember earlier, I started cutting from here, but I still noticed I have space, so I'll just, oh my gosh, so continue to like exhaust my paper. Okay, to exhaust my paper. So when I get to that point, I'll just cut out. Okay, it's cut out already, so I'll just follow this shape. So when you cut this on your fabric on fold, you're gonna have like, I think 4 pieces. So you pick 2, use one to turn the other. Okay, place it and turn at the hemline this way and use it for whatever design. So you can either pleat. When you pleat, it gives you a finer effect when you gather any one. So I think that one in the picture was pleated and used to create a beautiful design. Okay, so that is all about the Vicky James sleeve. Please give this video a thumbs up if you really enjoyed watching this, and like, share our videos, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.